Hey guys, our nutrition challenge is starting soon, and I wanted to get on here and give you all the quick and dirty on flexible dieting, aka counting your macros. If you're taking part in our nutrition challenge, you have two options. You can go RX, which means you're either going to eat a paleo diet or you are going to do a flexible dieting diet. You can also choose scaled, which is where you have an individualized goal that is going to help you add a good habit and take away a bad habit. I did a previous quick video on what is paleo, and then today I'll link that below. And then today, this is a super quick and dirty what is flexible dieting. So if you choose to go the macro route or flexible dieting, I will write you up a macro plan. It will tell you what you need to meet each day for your macronutrient goals. Now, you may be here going, wait, I don't even know what a macro is. I don't know what flexible dieting, what does that mean? Flexible dieting is a way of tracking your calories and your macronutrients for optimal physique development and for optimal performance. Macronutrients. There are three main macronutrients in our foods: proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Each one of those is incredibly important. Each of those has a different role to fill in your diet. And I've done some blog posts and some videos about those. I'll link those below. But for the purpose of this challenge, like I said, I'm going to give you some targets. I'm going to say, okay, Bob, every day I want you to get 110 proteins. I want you to get 180 carbohydrates, and I want you to get 70 fats. And that's going to total up to roughly this many calories. You're going to need two things to accomplish this. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. You may have just heard that. You're going to need a food scale. With flexible dieting, you have to weigh and measure all your foods. No eyeballing, no guesstimating. If at all possible, you need a food scale. You can go to your local store and pick one up for about $20. You can get one on Amazon. You don't have to spend a lot of money. So you're going to weigh everything. So you're going to need a scale. The other thing that you're going to need is a food tracking app. Personally, I use MyFitnessPal, and I recommend that my clients use that. It is a free app. There are others out there, so if you've already got one you like, rock and roll, stick with it. What that app is going to do is it's going to help you manage and track what you've eaten to know if you've hit those numbers for the day. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples of what we mean by macronutrients and how things play out. I am sorry for the sad state of my banana. He has seen better days. If I were going to eat this banana and I was doing flexible dieting, step 1, peel the banana. Step 2, lay the banana on your food scale. Step 3, find out how much it weighs in grams. We want to weigh in grams because that is the most accurate unit of measurement that we've got. Let's pretend that this banana weighs, hello, banana phone. Let's pretend that this banana weighs 115 grams. I go into MyFitnessPal, I search for banana, I input 115 grams, and MyFitnessPal is going to tell me that this banana has 26 carbohydrates in it, it has 1.3 grams of protein in it, and it has 0.4 grams of fat. And then I'm going to be like, yes, I'm eating that banana. I hit submit, and then at the top of the app, it will list these numbers. So earlier, like I said, if your goal was 110 grams of protein, this banana gave you one of those 110. You still have 109 left. So let's say you're like, I need some protein. And you go to the pantry and you grab yourself a fancy tuna packet. This you don't have to weigh and measure generally because it's a prepackaged thing. What you have to look at is your serving size. If the serving size is 1 pouch, then you're good to go. You just input the data here. If this was multiple servings, you would need to weigh it. Take the tuna out, This says that, one serving is 74 grams. So if you had a can of tuna, you would need to weigh out 74 grams of tuna. Do not use cups and spoons. It is not accurate at all. Wait. So if you eat this tuna packet, and I'll let you see the label, it has 5 carbohydrates in it. It's got 14 proteins, and it has 1 gram of fat. So again, we're talking about that 110 gram of protein goal. Between this and the banana, you're up to about 15. So you still have 95 more grams of protein that you need to eat. But, that carbohydrate goal, you're also getting some carbohydrates in here. Very few foods are pure one macronutrient. Most of them have a little bit of everything, and we're accounting for everything. Lastly, the example I'm going to give you is probably my personal favorite. It is also my nemesis, and that is peanut butter. What you have to be careful with peanut butter, and this goes back to the don't use cups and spoons and tablespoons and teaspoons, because they lie. The serving size on this peanut butter, I think you can see there, is 2 tablespoons or 32 grams. Take a spoon, turn on your food scale, lay the spoon on your food scale, hit the tar button. That's going to zero it out. So you've negated the weight of the spoon. Take the spoon, scoop it in here, get you a peanut butter pile, lay it back on the scale, and that's going to tell you how many grams of peanut butter is in that spoon. I promise you, you will cry a little bit when you see how little 32 grams of peanut butter is. I mean, it's barely enough to a slice of bread. That's why these foods are dangerous. They're so good and they're so calorie dense. But anyway, so let's say you've weighed and measured out your 32 grams of peanut butter. Okay, so the label, I'm sorry, we're getting a little bit of a glare. This peanut butter has 5 carbohydrates in it. I'm sorry, I can't get that to focus, but has 5 grams of carbohydrates in it. It has 8 grams of protein, and it has 16 grams of fat. Just to address something I hear a lot of people who don't eat a lot of meat or who are vegetarians or vegans talk about peanut butter being a protein source. Yes, it is a protein source. It has proteins, but it is predominantly fat. Same thing about beans. Yes, beans have protein, but they are predominantly a carbohydrate. So when you're planning your meals with flexible dieting, remember that we're accounting for all of them. You don't get to count just the 8 grams of protein in here. You have to account for the 14 grams of fat, or the 16 grams of fat. So when you're planning your meals, think about what is this food predominantly and start there with your plan. But then input your foods before you eat them into MyFitnessPal or your tracker so you can see how it pans out. And at the end of the day, especially when you're first beginning, you're going to have a lot of protein left over. Most people struggle to get their protein in. Most people have no problems getting their carbohydrates in or their fats in. But the protein is where you really need to focus, especially at the beginning until you get used to hitting those numbers. Go get you a protein shake, a protein powder. Most people really enjoy drinking one of those post-workout or maybe at night as a dessert to help them hit their protein. At the gym, we do carry Genetidine. I've got some in stock if you need some, but there are some other amazing brands. Just find one that you like that you'll drink. And so to sum this video up, like I said, there's a few of you who have chosen to go macros. I'll be getting with you soon about your particular numbers. But start practicing now. We have about a week before the challenge starts. Start playing around with MyFitnessPal right now and inputting the foods you're already eating so that you know where you are and what changes you're going to need to make. Start looking at labels right now so that you know, okay, a tuna packet is a great on-the-go source for me to get some protein in. If you like bananas, start stocking up now so that they'll be nice and brown and black by the time you need them. Just kidding. But let me know if you have any questions. I am here to help you guys. I am here to make you successful. If you are not a part of our challenge yet, it starts on the 20th, so you can get signed up today. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay strong, y'all. Hi, Mom. Bye.